Welcome to this part 3 of the Spring Careers Update or version 1803 review, where we are looking at all the little aspects of what's new and what's changed. Today, Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge browser, of course, for a lot of us and for many people, kind of, an incomplete browser when it started 3 years ago, but now it's getting more and more mature. So it's kind of interesting. A few things that they've added in the Spring Creators Update. First of all, when you go to a website that has audio, you have mute tab. You can actually mute any tab that has some audio coming from. There's always these websites with annoying audio coming from you don't know where. Well, you can now mute a tab just by right-clicking and choosing Mute Tab, which is kind of pretty cool. A few little changes like close other tabs, close tabs to the right, changes like this within the different tabs, which is kind of interesting. Now, also, it can, of course, they've done huge improvements in ebook reading, for example. So now if you got an ebook, they have actually done tons of changes to the ebook. You have all sorts of changes available, and it's for the better. It has a lot of nice features that they've had. A new table of content that is better to view, better to look at, better to go through. Everything is very nice in here. Dark theme is now available if you wish to read in the dark mode on your ebooks. Annotation is there, of course. You can now annotate. You can save a free PDF to your computer. So if you go and, not a PDF, a free ebook. So if you have an EPUB and you've downloaded from a website and it's a free EPUB, doesn't have any, way of being kind of not encrypted, but, some of the EPUBs are linked to an account sometimes because they don't want you to steal the EPUBs or the electronic publications. You can now, of course, save them, which is very, very nice. Lots of updates in the bookmarking inside the pages. It's more beautiful. It's more interesting. Of course, saving. You have the possibility to change, of course, everything from text size to even have read out loud a book if you wish. You can hide or show toolbar. There's a better viewing environment for the electronic publications. Makes it easier and more interesting to read. Will I want to read ebooks in there? I'm not sure, but lots of very, very nice improvements in here. And this is, of course, welcome change. Of course, same thing goes for any PDFs. If you've got PDF documents, it also will open within Microsoft Edge. Now I'm just going to open it with Edge because obviously it has not opened in Edge. So open with Microsoft Edge browser. Here we go. And here we go. So PDF reading in Microsoft Edge. Same thing. Nice toolbar. Nice way of doing annotations. Filling out PDF forms if you wish. It is great. Read aloud. Once again, dark theme available. Full screen availability. So you can read full screen even for electronic publications. This is, I would say, the highlight of what all of this is about on the electronics publications and on the PDFs for Microsoft Edge. It is really, really been improved a lot. And PDFs, I would say, is a nice way to read them. And I actually tend to use Microsoft Edge on a lot of my machines to read the PDFs, basically. What else did they do? Of course, Fluent Design showing up. You see it here a little bit in the title bar. They've also redone the way that the UI or the interface is. Things are a little spaced out, a little more than they were before. Contrast is increased also because a lot of people are complaining contrast isn't necessarily that good. So a lot of people had difficulty reading. Of course, one of the cool new features also in here is continue where you left off. That is now available. So that means every time you open an Edge web page on Edge and another computer that has Windows 10, you will have continue where you left off appear in the notifications area here, and it works very well, by the way. So as soon as you open something here, for example, I'm opening Edge browser, I'm opening different pages, different things, they show up in my other Windows 10 machine saying, hey, you want to continue where you left off, you know, all sorts of little things like this. So basically it's really nice to see this. Of course, they've tweaked the menus and the settings, and you can import from every type of other, browser, whether it be Chrome or Firefox or Internet Explorer. It's easier than ever to go through these different settings. Extensions, of course, more extensions than before, and you can, of course, use the extensions for the first time in private. So if you have a in private window that you open up because you want to browse and make sure nobody knows what you're doing in your vicinity, well, the new in private browsing mode actually enables extensions. Yes, still a lack of extensions in many respects, but you know, there's more and more, and let's hope that they continue growing here for the different extensions. Other basically tools within the browser, new formats of audio and video files that are possible to read. So if you go and have these on a website, they now are integrated in here. New engine that actually is showing the different web pages. You know, it makes Edge quite fast and quite nice. It actually works really well for me anyways, to do the different, you know, websites and go to the different pages. Now I got some problem with my internet connection this morning. I don't know why, but hopefully it's gonna work at some point. So let me just check it out here. Sorry guys about that. Let's just make sure that we go back here. So here we go, and of course as you go to different web pages, Edge is one of the browsers that I actually like to use a lot. So really nice, and it's very weird here. I've got some kind of weird problem that is never there usually. Here we go. So I don't know, some kind of little problem. So here you see that I'm changing from page to page really well, and it seems that my 5G USB key is having some issues. What you've seen here in the problems, by the way, is absolutely not related to Edge at all. It really is related to my, for some reason, my 5G Internet adapter has some kind of weird issue sometimes, and the Internet kind of just removes itself. So I don't know. Anyways, the Edge browser is really nice. Hub has been redesigned with a new hamburger menu. So if you, of course, go to the hub, it's more, it's you know, it's nicer than it was before. It's a nicer way of looking at things with your favorites, and you know, the reading lists and everything. Things are better than they were before, and I kind of like it. I kind of find that it's nice to see the collapsible menus and everything, and the hub is very nice. So if you're, of course, looking at using Edge, of course, Microsoft gives promise of better battery life, so kind of you know, interesting here. New dev tools, so developers will have more dev tools in here, so this is also very nice. Favorites bar will now automatically show on start or on new tab pages, just like in other web browsers. So you know, sometimes it wasn't there, or the favorites bar wasn't always present. It will be there. Full screen mode has been improved. Full screen mode that you can actually get by doing F11 and whoops, F11. Here we go. And this is more space. The full screen mode before was not really full. There were kind of little things. Now the full screen mode is a full screen mode. You know, this is something that appeared in the last Fall Careers update, which I don't understand why it wasn't there from the beginning. You know, kind of very weird. Of course, acrylic and fluent design everywhere within the browser, and you know, basically faster and good access. Microsoft says better battery life if you use Edge. than any other browsers. So check it out. Microsoft Edge browser has a certain number of improvements in here, and I think that maybe some people will find it interesting. But is it enough to have people change to Microsoft Edge? No. And will people change to Microsoft Edge? Unless, people start using it just because they don't know and they think it's something else like Internet Explorer and get used to it. Chrome is the dominant browser. I don't think it will change anything. But at least it's nice to see that they're doing changes to the Microsoft Edge browser in the Spring Creators Update. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.